Strong alone is still alone, and alone is where shame wins. Healing doesn't happen in isolation, men. It happens in honest brotherhood. Let's talk about today on what safe men actually look like. Stay with me. Thanks for joining me for part 3 of our series on emotions. I'm Steve Cummings. I'm your podcast host of I Know a Guy, a ministry of bringing kingdom where we're helping men live out of their identity, their true identity, fearlessly every day. Men, let me tell you something that most of us don't want to hear. You cannot heal alone. You can manage alone, you can survive alone, and you can perform alone, but you cannot heal alone. Why, Steve? Why can I not heal alone? Because shame grows in secrecy. It shrinks in exposure. Not exposure to the whole world, exposure to safe men. Okay, but what is a safe man? Well, a safe man doesn't compete. He doesn't fix. Hello, let me repeat that next one. A safe man doesn't fix, and he doesn't minimize. Underscore these next 2 words. A safe man, he listens. Okay, he listens. He tells the truth about himself first. He says, I felt that too. I've struggled with that. I've been ashamed. When a man hears that, something unlocks because most men believe they are the only one that's insecure, the only one tempted, and the only one who feels inadequate. But men, those are lies, and the enemy uses isolation to keep it alive. But when you sit in a room or across a table and you risk honesty, I feel like I'm failing my wife. I don't feel respected. I'm scared I'm not enough. And the other man doesn't flinch, doesn't shame you, doesn't preach at you like my father did. Just nods and says, yep, I know that place. I've been there too. Men, that's where healing starts. Not in behavior management, in shame dismantling. You were never designed to process alone. Even in Genesis, it's not good for man to be alone. And that's not just about marriage. Man, it's about brotherhood. Here's the question. Who knows your real emotions? Not your opinions, not your theology, your emotions. If the answer is no one, then shame still has leverage with you. But I'm here to tell you that can change. It starts with one honest conversation, one brave moment, one decision to stop pretending. And you don't need a crowd. You need a few safe men. And if you don't have that, you can build it. Or you can ask for help building it. But don't stay alone because safe men really do save men. If you're honest, most men don't fail, they drift. We drift into performance, we drift into compromise, and we drift into reaching instead of living rooted. Identity coaching is about slowing down long enough to resolve who you are before the next test comes. It's about untangling performance from sonship, fear from obedience, and approval from identity. If you want to become the kind of man who's resolved before the pressure, steady in the fire, and faithful over time, I'd be honored to walk with you. You can reach me directly at 714-742-9625. Send me a text that says, Hi Steve, and I'll respond back. You don't have to figure this one out alone.